Good morning, class. Welcome to St. Peter School. So this is your science class, and in previous class we were discussing about the question and answer of the chapter one, that is the natural resources, and we have already covered up to the question number four, that is the last what was the match of the following. We already done with this. Now from today we are going to start with the question number five, that is name the following. So first question is the constituent of biosphere. So what are the constituent of biosphere? So constituent of biosphere is hydrosphere and atmosphere. So what our biosphere is made up of? Okay, biosphere is atmosphere. Okay, and so biosphere is made up of hydrosphere and atmosphere. Lithosphere is not comes under the biosphere. Lithosphere is the land part. Okay, so biosphere is consist of hydrosphere and atmosphere. Atmosphere in which air is present and hydrosphere in which the water is present. Okay, now what is the biotic constituent of soil? Biotic constituent of soil we already turn there are two constituent of soil, biotic and abiotic. Biotic are the those constituent which is the living organism like microorganism or the insects present in the soil, earthworms are present in the soil, and abiotic components are the sand, pebbles, stones. These all are the abiotic components of the soil. So, but what are the biotic constituent of soil? Is the microorganism and insects, whatever insects is present in the soil. Okay, the third question is fossil fuel. What is fossil fuel? Okay, so what are the fossil fuel? Example of fossil fuel are the coal and the petroleum are made up of fossil fuel. These are these all coal and petroleum forms by the long time after the decaying of any plant dead decaying parts, or the you can say after decaying it started like form due to some chemical reaction between the soil parts and those dead decaying parts, and after chemical reaction what happens, formation of coal or the petroleum occurs, and that is that, and though it is made up of fossils, dead and decaying of the plants, so this is known as the fossil fuel. Okay, now our fourth one is inert gases in the air. So what are the inert gases in the air? Is oxygen and nitrogen is known as the inert gases in the air. Now, last question is gases that are harmful to the ozone layer. So, what is harmful to the ozone layer? First of all, what is ozone layer? We already discussed about this, that the ozone layer, O3 layer, is present at the top of the atmosphere just to protect us from the direct ultraviolet rays coming from the sun. So, which gases are harming those ozone layer is carbon tetrachloride, which is comes out of the you can say vehicles or this or the factories, like a combustion of coals from the this carbon tetrachloride. So this is very harmful for the ozone layer. They are hampering this ozone layer. So what we should do, we should avoid we should avoid using more and more petroleum vehicle, or we should go for the eco-friendly eco-friendly or environment friendly gases like CNG, LPG. These all are they don't harm our atmosphere. They don't use to produce carbon monoxide, because this carbon monoxide when mixes with the other O2, they form CO3, that is called carbon tetrioxide, which is very harmful for the ozone layer. So, which gas is harmful for the ozone layer is the carbon tetrachloride. Now, we are done with the question number five. Now, in question number six, it's a true or false. Land and the soil are the same thing. So, is it land and the soil are the same thing? Land, no, land and the soil are the same thing. No, it's not the same thing, because what is land? Land is made up of both soil. You can say land soil is you can say land is made up of soil, but land and soil are not the same thing. Land is made up of soil, but land is the whole part, like a mountain part, and you can say desert part, all the parts comes under the land, while soil is not desert land is not having soil, or you can say mountain part is not consist of soil. So land and soil is different thing, land is different thing, soil is different thing. But yes, we can say somewhere the land is made up of soil, but in some reason the land is not made up of soil, it is made up of sand either or the stones either. Yes. Okay, now question number B is the water in a lake is called groundwater. So is it true or false? False. The water in a lake is called groundwater. No, lake water is known as not known as the groundwater. The water which is found inside the layer of land, or you can say the find inside the layer of soil, that is called groundwater. The water which is present in the lake is called lake water. Okay, so which water is known as groundwater? Which is found inside the land, that is called groundwater, which comes from inside, that is called groundwater. Now C is it takes about 1,000 years to form a 25 centimeter thick layer of the soil. So what is that? It takes about 1,000 years to form a 25 centimeter thick layer of the soil. So is it true or false? No, it is not. It is given there. You can see on the page number. Okay, so let me show you where it is. When there is the formation of soil is written. Okay, so it's okay. So you can. I think it's in. It must be given in your book. So no, it is not like that it takes only 1,000 year. It takes more than 1,000 year to form a 25 centimeter thick layer of the soil. Okay, so it is false basically. If you will find out in your book, I think it has been given in your book also. But okay, yes, you can say here the process of soil formation is on the page number 6. You can see the process of soil formation is slow and continuous. It takes about 1,000 year of for make a 2.5 centimeter thick layer of the soil. As I already told you, no, it's like more than 1,000 year to take a 25 centimeter. In 1,000 year, it only forms a 2.5 centimeter thick layer of the soil. So it is false. Radon is used in decorative lights. False. What is used in decorative lights? Okay, so argon is used in decorative light, or you can see if let me show you where you will find the correct answer. Okay, so where we studied about the air and the components of air, we can see you can see the neon used in decorative lights and the for a street. Argon is present in those electric bulbs which we used in our house, while neon is used in a decorative light and for the street lighting. You can see the answer on the page number 2. Some uses of gases in the air and block. You can see there it is written that used in decorative lights, and the neon is used in decorative lights and for the street lighting, while argon is used in the electric bulbs. Okay, so it is also fall. Radon is not is it's not like in type of gases which is given in your book. So radon is not a correct answer. Neon is the correct answer. Okay, now come to the question number 7. You can see what is question number 7. Okay, so this is a type of question and answer. Okay, and so you have to write it in your own word, but still I am giving you answer, so you can note down all this answer also. So first question is explained with the help of diagram how soil is formed. So how soil is formed? Answer is written here. Soil is formed by the process of weathering during what is weathering? Weathering is the moving of surface, that is called weathering. Weathering during which rocks break down to form the soil particles. This breaking down of the rock occurs have a period of millions of years. Weathering can be physically, chemical, and biological. Okay, so what is physical? When we dig the soil, that is called physical. Chemical, and that chemical reaction takes under the soil, or the biological is like you can say the movement of water, a flood due to flood. So that will becomes in the biological. The bedrock breaks down into a pieces due to the effects of heat, cold water, and wind and rain. These all are the agents which helps in breaking the rock. Microbes, insects, and rodents also help in this process. The roots of trees also helps in process of weathering. That is called it helps in binding the rocks or the soils. Right. Now, second question: why is there a shortage of water even though it occupies about a 71%? sorry, 71% of the earth's surface, all of it is not potable water. Okay, so although the water, you can see here I have given you the picture of the soil formation, that is topsoil, subsoil, parent rock and bedrock. Okay, so this is very important. You have to make this in your notebook. What is the layer of the soil? Topsoil, subsoil, parent rock and bedrock. Okay, so now, second question is, although water occupies about 71% of Earth's surface, all of it is not potable water. We studied about this in a chapter also. Although the water is present in 71%, but all the water is not potable. It's only around the 3%, 0.3%. So most of the water is available in the form of seas, ocean, which is salty in nature. So it is not good for us to drink. This saline water has its limitation and cannot be used for many purpose, right? It is only used for the transportation or something, right? But it is not used for drinking. Around 2.7% of water exists in a frozen state or as a underground water which is inaccessible. Okay, so 2.7% of water exists in a frozen state. That means in a mountainous form, you can say that ice mountain or the glaciers are present in a solid form of water. Groundwater, somewhere the groundwater is also not easily accessible, like in a desert area or in mountain area, it is not easy to access a groundwater. Only 0.3% of water is available as a potable water, which we used, which is fit for the human consumption. So that is the reason why the 71, though the 71% water is present, but we are using only 0.3% of water. Okay, so we are going to end our class here only. In next class, we will discuss with the question number C and D. Sorry, question number C and D of the question number seven, and then we will done with the question and answer. After that, we will move to the chapter number two, that is the living world. So till the time, keep revising all the point. Take care and bye bye.